And this is the video review for the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Voyager class Starscream. Here he is in his vehicle mode. It's a vaguely F-16y sort of jet. He does have this piece of junk on the top. It's just a powerizer weapon. You've probably all seen it before. It's just this, and you press this and the light comes on and it's rubbish. I tend to leave it off, just leave it out completely, put it in the box. As you can see, I have painted his missiles to be red, and I've also done his forehead crest as well, but we'll get into that in robot mode. His vehicle mode is actually really nice. I like the look of this. A lot of people say they don't like the way the feet stick out the sides, and the way the fins are a bit too fat, but I really don't mind it, to be honest. I think it's a really nice looking vehicle mode. On to transformation. First thing you want to do is take these missiles off. I did just do these with a red Sharpies. Take this off, then you want to come here, unpeg these panels, lift them up, pegs in quite tightly, and then you can lift the wings up, and the next thing you want to do is you want to take the tail, pull it apart. So I don't know if you saw that, it was like that, just pull it apart. Camera up. You want to you want to lift the nose cone all the way back, flip the waist down, and you can rotate thighs. The waist doesn't peg in all the way. It's actually, a lot of people think that this peg should peg in, but this is actually the fake wheel for the landing gear, so this isn't actually a peg, it just sort of sits there. The feet, what you want to do is you want to flip these panels back, flip the foot forward, and then you can lift the knee spikes up. Now these are just soft plastic, but luckily mine won't warp too much. You can see this one's a little bit bent, but it's not too bad. Then you want to come up here to the top. You want to split these arms down the middle, bring them down here. You can bring his head up a little bit if you want to. Then you want to rotate the chest panel down. As you're doing that, rotate this black panel up, then you can peg the chest panel in place. Do the same on the other side. Rotate the black panel, rotate the chest panel. Careful not to catch his eyebrow under there. Peg in the chest. Then what you want to do is you want to lift up this shoulder panel, bring the arm down. You want to collapse the tail fin into his arm, rotate his arm, rotate his wrist, flip the shoulder guard back down. Same on this side. Flip the shoulder guard up, hand out, collapse the tail fin, bring his arm down, the guard down, rotate his hands, and then if I can just get him to stand up. There we go. There is Starscream in robot mode. As you can see, he's a nice representation of his on-screen self. Nice and skinny, tall. He is very tall actually. I don't actually have any people in robot mode, but here's a deluxe Bumblebee for some sort of scale, I suppose. Now here's a closer look at that face. Again, I've painted the head crest. Mine luckily wasn't warped too badly. Well, in fact, hardly at all. Now the missiles do just peg in to here, where they should do on the show, which is really nice. They look good. A lot of people are complaining about this kibble on his ankles. It's the first edition, and on the show he doesn't have this, he just has the straight legs, but it really doesn't look that bad. You can do, I think in the instructions it says to have it up like this, which I think looks terrible, but I just have it down as an extended heel spur, gives him a bit of stability. He says wobbling around. Now his powerizer weapon, if you must use it, it can peg into his hand, but his hand is very small, so it doesn't really stay in there very well. But the place it's supposed to go is it's supposed to peg into his arm here, so you can have the thing, as you press it, the light travels through his arm into the gun, blah de blah. It's horrible. I'm gonna throw that away. Now, articulation on this guy is quite good actually. He's got a double ball joint. Is it double ball joint? No, hinge and a ball joint head, so you can get some nice sort of hunched poses and also some sitting up tall poses depending on your mood. I normally have it about halfway in between. His shoulders are on ball joints. He has a bicep swivel, hinge elbow. His wrists are on ball joints, but they don't get much movement other than the swivel. His waist is obviously on that hinge for transformation. He has the universal joint, thighs, hinge knees, and his feet can pivot. But yeah, there he is, Transformers Prime, Voyager class, Starscream.